Hello. My name is Casey, and I'm here to tell you about what was the Shang Dynasty. The Shang Dynasty, according to traditional historiography, ruled in the Yellow River Valley in the 2nd millennium BC, succeeding the Xia dynasty and followed by the Zhou dynasty. The classic account of the Shang comes from texts such as the Classic of History, Bamboo Annals and records of the Grand Historian. According to the traditional chronology based upon calculations by Liu Xin, the Shang ruled between 1766 BC and 1122 BC, but according to the chronology based upon the Bamboo Annals, they ruled between 1556 BC and 1046 BC. The results of the Xia Shang Zhou chronology project place them between 1600 BC and 1046 BC. Archaeological work at the ruins of Yin, near modern-day Anyang, has been identified as the last Shang capital. The work uncovered 11 major Yin royal tombs and the foundations of palaces and ritual sites, containing weapons of war and remains from both animal and human sacrifices. Tens of thousands of bronze, jade, stone, bone, and ceramic artifacts have been obtained. The workmanship on the bronzes attests to a high level of civilization. A few bronze artifacts featured inscriptions, but most direct information comes from oracle bones, turtle shells, cattle scapulae, or other bones, which bear glyphs that form the first significant corpus of recorded Chinese characters. More than 20,000 were discovered in the initial scientific excavations during the 1920s and 1930s, and over 4 times as many have been found since. The inscriptions on the oracle bones are divinations, and they provide critical insight into many topics from the politics, economy, and religious practices to the art and medicine of this early stage of Chinese civilization. Several events concerning the Shang dynasty are mentioned in various Chinese classics, including the Classic of History and the Commentary of Zhuo. Working from all the available documents, the Han Dynasty historian Sima Qian assembled a sequential account of the Shang dynasty as part of his records of the Grand Historian. His history describes some events in detail, while in other cases only the name of a king is given. A closely related, but slightly different, account is given by the Bamboo Annals. The annals were entered in 296 BC, but the received versions have a complex history and there are controversies regarding the various versions. Sima Qian calls both the dynasty and its final capital by the name Yin, a term that has been synonymous with the Shang throughout history and is a popular term. It is often used specifically to describe the later half of the Shang dynasty in Japan and Korea. The Shang are still referred to almost exclusively as the Yin dynasty. However, the term does not appear in the oracle bones, and seems to have been the Zhou name for the earlier dynasty. Sima Qian's Annals of the Yin begins by describing the pre-dynastic founder of the Shang lineage, Zai, as having been miraculously conceived when Zhandi, a wife of Emperor Ku, swallowed an egg dropped by a blackbird. Zai is said to have helped Yu the Great to control the Great Flood and for his service to have been granted a place called Shang as a fief. Sima Qian relates that the dynasty itself was founded 13 generations later, when Zai's descendant Tang overthrew the impious and cruel final Xia ruler in the Battle of Mingtai. The records recount events from the reigns of Tang, Tai Jia, Dai Mo, Pan Zheng, Wu Ding, Wu Yi and the final King's Inn, but the rest of the Shang rulers are merely mentioned by name. According to the records, the Shang moved their capital 5 times, with the final move to Yin in the reign of Pan Zheng inaugurating the golden age of the dynasty. Shang Zhou, the last Shang king, committed suicide after his army was defeated by the Zhou people. Legends say that his army and his equipped slaves betrayed him by joining the Zhou rebels in the decisive Battle of Mu. According to the lost books of Zhou and Mencius, the battle was very bloody. The classic, Ming-era novel Fengshan Yana retells the story of the war between Shang and Zhou as a conflict where rival factions of gods supported different sides in the war. After Shang were defeated, the Zhou king, King Wu of Zhou, allowed Shang Zhou's son Wu Gonglufu to rule the Shang as a vassal kingdom. However, Zhou Wu sent 3 of his brothers and an army to ensure that Wu Gonglufu would not rebel. After Zhou Wu's death, the Shang would join the 3 governors' rebellion against the Duke of Zhou, but the rebellion collapsed after 3 years, leaving Zhou in control of Shang territory. After Shang's collapse, Zhou's rulers forcibly relocated Yin diehards, and scattered them throughout Zhou territory. Some surviving members of the Shang royal family collectively changed their surname from the ancestral name Zai to the name of their fallen dynasty, Yin. The family retained an aristocratic standing and often provided needed administrative services to the succeeding Zhou dynasty. The Shiji states that King Cheng of Zhou, with the support of his regent and uncle, the Duke of Zhou, enthroned Weizhi, a brother of Shang Zhou, as the ruler of Weishang, the eponymous first capital of the former Shang dynasty, would become the capital of Weizhi's state. In time, this territory would become the state of Song, and the descendants of Shang royalty there would maintain rites honoring the dead Shang kings until 286 BC. Xu, located in what is now Tangshan, was formed by another remnant of the Shang, and was destroyed by Duke Huan of Qi. Many Shang clans that migrated northeast after the dynasty's collapse were integrated into Yan culture during the Western Zhou period. These clans maintained an elite status and continued practicing the sacrificial and burial traditions of the Shang. Both Korean and Chinese legends state that a disgruntled Shang prince named Zi, who had refused to cede power to the Zhou, left China with a small army. According to these legends, he founded a state known as Jia Joseon in northwest Korea during the Gojoseon period of ancient Korean history. However, the historical accuracy of these legends is widely debated by scholars.